Today, KSU's Bell Gymnasium sits empty most of the time, except for a few practices and some volleyball games and the occasional pep rally or homecoming event. The gym is dark and the floor empty. But Bell Gymnasium stands as a monument to some of the greatest moments in this school's athletic history. If only these walls could talk, they would tell of packed bleachers, screaming fans, and of the hard work and determination of young men. They would give us a glimpse into the past of the days before shot clocks and three-pointers, and a time before endorsements, when players were players and basketball was just a game. And what a game it was. A game played by athletes who combined their individual talents and skills to work as a team, outplaying and sometimes outwitting their opponents. And while teamwork was paramount, there was an occasional star, or two, or three. Few teams had 3 stars at one time, but Kentucky State did. At a time when basketball had been dominated for decades by a school some 20 miles from Frankfort, the spotlight shifted to Kentucky State. And in that spotlight stood 3 who made history, winning 3 NAIA national championships in a row and setting records still unbroken. Their names sparked the interest of fans who weren't yet born when they last donned a green and gold uniform. Because everyone talked about the Machine Gun, Big E, and Bird. They talked about Travis Grant, who still holds the all-time career scoring record in NCAA basketball. Some saw a game when he scored 75 points. Athletic historians have referred to him as the purest shooter ever to play the game. And if shooting the ball was his claim to fame, blocking opponents' shots and grabbing rebounds was Elmore Smith. He also holds an NCAA record for career rebounds, and if that weren't enough, he holds the NBA record for blocked shots in a single game. The fact that these records have stood for nearly 30 years unbroken by the Michael Jordans and the Shaquille O'Neals of basketball is a testament to the fact that these guys could play, and they could play with anyone. The final member of this trio is a man whose name is still a familiar one to KSU students. William Graham has served KSU as an assistant coach, head coach, and now as assistant director of the Exum Center. But as a member of these championship teams, Coach Graham was revered as a hard-nosed defender, a tenacious rebounder, and with an all-around complete game. Though each of these men chose a different path after basketball, they have remained true to their alma mater. They return for homecomings, reunions, and when talk turns to those 3 great seasons, they are all quick to offer the credit to each other and to their coach, Lucius Mitchell. A man ahead of his time, Coach Mitchell worked them hard, expected the most of them, and gave the kind of tough love that some of today's greatest coaches are known for. So while we flip through scrapbooks and reminisce, let's not forget what brought this team together. Kentucky State, excellence in education, and a return to glory in athletics.